Okay, sir. Yes. Play.
Up and running straight away. Sort of ambling through for that first single, then suddenly realised actually the field was charging in.
Off the mark. Gaurav Tomar and the India captains making sure that Hashim Amla is not kept away from strike for a long time. As you mentioned, the last match that they played, it was just difficult for him to come on the strike. It was just at the non-striking end. This time around with the field as well, Rajat Bhatia, an experienced captain for the Southern Superstars.
Kept low again. He's bowled it. They kept it inside that line. I think he's got away with that one just. And it's kept pretty low. Umpires overseeing proceedings today. Vivekananda Malik, one of our on-field umpires. The first time we've seen him in this edition of the K-Raza Legends League. And at the other end, Lyndon Hannibal. We have seen him in action already just a couple of nights ago. Yeah, it's really well bowled. This is a tidy start. Just the single run so far.
Disciplined start by Pathania, leaving no room to Hashim Amla. There's a deep backward point and a deep square leg. Two fielders outside the 30-yard. So any room on the offer, Hashim Amla is not going to leave that invitation.
And he's walked at that one, just missing the edge. But a little bit of intent from Amla, just strolling down the pitch.
Yeah, Hashim Amla expecting a little bit of bounce there, just staying low. Yeah, there we go. Goes for the drive, comes a little forward as well. The ball goes straight under his bat. Same pitch that we have seen so far. Different conditions can be difficult as well.
He's up and running, gonna have to be quick here. It's really good work in the field.
A quick single. It was Wakar, the fielder there. Hashim Amla eager to just get off the mark. A good response from Gaurav Tomar as well. A direct hit would have been no worries there for Gaurav Tomar. So both the batters off the mark with a run, but it's been disciplined bowling by Pathania.
Gone! Walked at it, looked to launch it into the night sky, and it's a wicket after a very tidy first over. One already down now for the captains.
Dot balls in this over. Gaurav Tomar just thinking, I'll do exactly what Hashim Amla did. Comes down the track, the length was pulled back by Pathania. Ball staying low as well. Takes the off stump. What a start this is for Rajat Bhatia and his Southern Superstars. Is Gaurav Tomar dismissed for one? India captains are 2 for 1.
Sheldon Jackson comes out to join Hashim Amla in the middle, who's all smiles. The wicket's just gone down, but he's been in good form, Sheldon Jackson, and this is what brought him to the middle. There was just the pressure of the dot balls built, and there it is, top of off stump, fast bowler's dream. He shuffled down and looked to sort of send that into the next state, into the Himalayas almost. And the captain happy, first wicket down.
Good start for the Southern Superstars. They picked up the first one. All smiles for Rajat Bhatia as well. There comes The informed Sheldon Jackson, T20 career, 80 innings, 1,800 runs, the strike rate of 120, has a century as well to go along. The first match that the India captains played in this league, which also was day one, scored a half century. Abhishek Sakuja to bowl with his T20 career economy of 5.16, with the spinner coming in, Georgie, in the second over.
When you've got an economy like that, I can see why, and I like this. Different from both ends. He's coming in from the south end here.
Whoa,
tosses it up straight away.
Yeah, definitely going to help the spinners. That's what Rajat Bhatia also mentioned at the toss, didn't he? Said the conditions, the pitch is dry, will help the spinners.
Still can't get it through. The fielding restrictions in place, a man out at deep square and a long off. Those are the two fielders out of the ring during the power play. So the pitch, what do you make of this today?
Well bowled.
Yeah, the same one you've been hearing from Rajat Bhatia himself during the pitch report, and today at the toss. Dry, it rained a little. Last night, immediately after the match, at the post-match, it was just drizzling, and after that, some heavy winds coming in. And with the start in the first over as well from Patania, there was not enough bounce on that. Sheldon Jackson now the field. It's a deep square, there's a long off. Spinner friendly for sure.
No run.
A little slow off the mark, Sheldon Jackson. It was almost like he was just trying to wind up at the beginning and then got going. Safe enough in the end.
No run.
Yeah, no run was the call from the fielders. Or Sheldon Jackson was just looking at the fielder, not realizing he had already reached. So direct hit would have been trouble, but had he dragged his bat, he just wasn't looking at the crease there, just looking at the ball and the fielder. The call that was given from Hashim Amla, he had to respond.
Oh, no run.
Another very tidy over, 2 runs coming from it. 2 overs gone, 4 for 1. So this is how the two teams line up. It's difficult with the superstars because obviously we haven't yet seen them in action. So there'll be an interesting team to see what they get up to today. But out in the middle at the moment, Hashim Amla alongside Sheldon Jackson, who's been in good form already in the tournament. Yes, they're a wicket down, but that could be a very strong partnership up the top. And then Imtiaz Ahmed captaining things today. Anup Aluat, Mavinda Owana down the back end there. Captaining the side today is our commentary pal. So Patania picking up the wicket in his first over, turns at the top of his mark to start a second. Again, right on the money. It's been really good stuff starting off, and especially against someone like Sheldon Jackson, who's been in good form in the tournament. Started well, been seeing it nicely. This was the first game against the Spartans, 51 from 31, and it wasn't risky cricket, it was just smart cricket. Played it really nicely, played the ball on its merits, and if it was there to be hit, he hit it, just like that. So 51 from 31 to help them get a win in the very first game of the tournament. And that's beautiful. Stand and deliver. The perfect looking cover drive from Sheldon Jackson for the first boundary of the innings.
A technically sound cricketer, Sheldon Jackson. represented his state in the Ranji Trophy for so many years, and that's something that we've always been seeing from Sheldon Jackson, a prolific scorer. And that's exactly what we're seeing here as well at the K. Raza Legends League Cricket Season 4 in the first match. Missed out on the second one. But again, the kind of a start that he has got for himself here. Different conditions. Gets his first 4.
And a good response from Patania. And good effort in the field as well. They're really throwing themselves around, these superstars in the field.
Second life now for Sheldon Jackson. Yeah, it was his call. And then Waqar, the fielder, perfect collection and a perfect release as well. Wow. Nice work there by Waqar.
He almost could have run to the stumps. So far out of the shot. Excellent bit of work. Now, yesterday we saw a little bit of poor fielding coming into the game, but today the superstars, they're very fresh and they have been throwing themselves around. This is really good stuff.
A happy captain there. We haven't seen the Southern superstars, but what you're seeing is impressive. Waqar and this time around as well, Puneet Mehra, the fielder. Nicely done, and thus, there we go. All smiles there for Rajat Bhatia. Good work in the field.
They're happy to just settle for a single.
Staying low again. Watching the ball till the end now after the first wicket of Gaurav Tomar. Sheldon Jackson, Hashim Amla realizing, okay, I just have to keep watching the ball right till the end, and that's something both these batters have done throughout their career. To any format, your technique always is of prime importance. So different conditions, maybe difficult conditions, a different pitch. Stride up, the ball staying low.
Gets it through this time. Fielder does come round to cut it off though. So it'll be a single off the final ball. 3 gone, 12 for 1. So just the 12 runs on the board, a wicket already down after 3 overs. The fans, they don't seem to mind either way. It's party time again. Doesn't matter what day of the week, it is always a party at the cricket, and a variety of IPL shirts being donned in the crowd. Friends for now, foes in a few weeks' time.
Maybe the left arm spinner again, Sakuja giving away only 2 runs in his first over.
Just gives a little wave of apology to Hashim Amla. He hasn't got a hold of this one. Fielder just can't track back enough. Ravi Jangid, he watched it hang in the air above him and he just didn't turn and run. It's one of the hardest ones. You don't know whether to run back, turn and try and catch it over your shoulder, and in the end, he just got caught in 2 minds.
He won't be giving you many chances. Is Hashim Amla. Abhishek Sakuja extremely disappointed what a chance he had to get that big one. Sending back Hashim Amla. Amla making his intentions clear now. The 4th over in the power play. We're looking to go over extra.
And again, happy to tip and run Well, the Southern Superstars, defending champions from K-Raza Legends League Season 3, and they'll be looking to try and keep this beautiful, shiny trophy in their cabinet by defending their title this year. It is a really nice bit of engineering as trophies go.
A beautiful looking trophy there. The K-Raza Legends League Cricket Season 4. Teams, you're seeing the Southern Superstars for the first time in action. There's the India captains, of course. Hashtag Boss Logon ka game. This game being played by all the big names, and does the name Boss being used.
Again, that man just patrolling out at long off during this power play. We've got a deep mid-wicket as well, the two fielders out of the ring. I think, I'm not just sure, but I think they're enjoying themselves.
Georgie, they certainly are. The DJ is also playing good music there, so he is in form, and so are the spectators, and so is Sheldon Jackson, and so are the fielders. But from that one missed chance, good fielding now there by Ajit Chandila.
Yeah, hit it nicely and hit it hard as well, and just picks out the fielder along the ground.
Oi, well bowled, well bowled.
Yeah, really well bowled. Sakuja has started so well here tonight. He's only gone for 6 runs so far, and he's coming towards the end of his second over. Advances down the pitch, this time gets a hold of it all the way, the first maximum of the game. 4 gone, 22 for 1. Well, it was a slow start, wicket falling in the first over as well, and then suddenly Hashim Amla and Sheldon Jackson have put the foot on the accelerator. The partnership now 20 from 18, so 4 overs gone, 22 on the board. And the first maximum of the game coming off the bat of Hashim Amla. So nicely balanced, just stand and deliver, watched it soar back over the bowler's head.
Good finish to that over from Hashim Amla. Yeah, they had to make the most of these field restrictions. There we go, just wasn't there up to the ball. Just backing himself, going big. There'll be a bowling change now. Another left-arm spinner from Rajat Bhatia, and the Southern Superstars is Ravi Jangid.
Just swapping helmets for hats and hats for helmets. The two out in the middle. Ravi Jangid, 51 matches, best of 5 for 11, a tidy economy below 7 as well. He had that opportunity a couple of overs ago to snaffle a catch and just didn't quite judge it. So he'll be looking to try and make amends for that with the ball in hand himself. But a healthy partnership starting to build now. Sheldon Jackson just having a chat with the umpire.
Still having a chat there. Ravi Jangid, the new bowler, is scoring at 5.5 so far. Projected score at 110. But with this partnership, 9 runs per over, be crossing the 160 run mark as well.
Again, the man comes in off the rope at deep mid-wicket.
Well bowled, Angad.
Good fielder there, Wakar. Just placed on the boundary line against the left-arm spinner with a big swing for these two right-handers.
The crowd getting really involved. You hear them sort of winding up every time he approaches the crease. Yeah, he moved across very early, and Jangid, all he had to do was follow him. He was given 3 stumps to aim at almost. That's sort of smart batting from Amla, saying, right, you try and toss it up there, and then I'm going to use that and tonk you over extra cover. Big appeal, surely, yep, finger goes up, Hashim Amla goes down, and so does the second wicket.
Hashim Amla's walking and then just decides to have a chat with Sheldon Jackson, who's just called him back. He's asking if it's the inside edge. But Hashim Amla has not asked for the review. That means that wasn't the inside edge, but still is taking the chance.
Surely, if it's an inside edge, the person that's more likely to know it would be Hashim Amla, not Sheldon Jackson at the other end. And if he's already walking off, this is very much more of a review in hope rather than expectation. But you never know, sometimes the technology can surprise all of us. But when it's given out on the field, it has to completely overturn the umpire's decision. Well, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that one.
The no ball's fine, and then after that, the Nick sense will come into play. Maybe that's the only question. If not, Hashim Amla also had decided, his first thought was, oh, I'm a goner.
Yeah, I think they could be clutching at straws here. It doesn't look like it's anywhere near that bat, if you ask me, but I'm sat in the commentary box. Umpire seemed pretty confident. The finger went up very quickly. Yeah, nothing on Nick's sense as it passes the bat, and then it just crashes into the knee roll of the back pad. Captain just waiting. Will his team have their second? Looks pretty cool, calm and collected, doesn't he, down there? Just waiting on the decision. Backed in line. And wickets hitting. Not really a surprise to any of us. It did look pretty dead out. Perhaps slightly higher than I might have thought, but umpire makes the right decision, and it means that Hashim Amla does have to stroll off. So the partnership that was just starting to get going is broken. Means a second wicket goes down now for the captains. Amla goes for 12, 23 for 2. So Rajesh Bishnoi comes out to the middle, and 87 his best, a strike rate of 137 and over 1,000 runs in his 56 innings. He comes to join Sheldon Jackson.
Oh, well bowled.
That's solid defensive shot to start things off. But this looked plumb straight away, didn't it?
Nicely bowled there by Ravi Jangid. No questions there. Hashim Amla also realizing immediately, okay, there was no chance, but still went for the review. Single to end the 5th over. The captains are 24 for 2. Five overs, 24 for 2. The India captains in the toss deciding to bat first. They lost the openers. Gaurav Thomas scoring a run. Hashim Amla just dismissed in the previous over, scoring 12 of 17. Sheldon Jackson, beautiful looking 4 that he scored, batting on 10 of 9. And then he's now joined by Rajesh Bishnoi, who doesn't believe in a lot of singles. The last over of the power play. Rajesh Bishnoi without the helmet there, and that's his style. Seen him
No run.
bat.
Well bowled, well
Starts
bowled.
with the dot ball in the combo box. Let's welcome the good evening, Arjun Pandit.
Thank you, my dear friend. I am just eagerly waiting for Rajat Bhatia to come on and bowl an over.
No run, no run, no run.
We've had the
Easy.
pleasure of spending the last 4 or 5 days with him.
बहुत बढ़िया मेरे भाई,
I've had the
बहुत
chance
बढ़िया.
of picking his brains as well. He's a thinking cricketer, there's no doubt about it. The way he talks about the game, the way he looks at the game, how a sportsman should be, how you should get yourself ready. Meanwhile, he was ready for that. And true to what you said at the start of the commentary of this over, he doesn't believe in singles. It came there, it was there on a platter, and he's put it away for 4.
And Daz is also a little upset with himself, thinking that how did he not hit that out of the ground? Maybe just the bounce again. The first wicket that we've seen, not enough bounce on this pitch to offer today. The ball hitting the toe end of the bat, and thus not carrying all the way. That'll be his first 4.
He's gone big again. He has gone big again. Has he got enough in it? Yes, he's definitely got enough in it. That's 2 consecutive 4s now for Ravi Bishnoi, who's moved on to 9 of 6, 32 for 2 now for the captains.
The length is helping him very easily, reading the length, rocking on to the back foot, knowing exactly where the fielders are. Entire field open, spread open there.
Yeah, put my hand up and saying it's not Ravi Bishnoi, it's Rajesh Bishnoi. Apologies for that. We still have 1 ball coming in, and he's been quite the booster shot for his team. Still very below par, if I may say, so far, from what you would expect from a team in the power play. Run rate of less than 6. Last ball.
No run, no run, no run.
I think the fielder's there. And with that, the end of the over. 8 coming off it. Power play is over. 32 for 2, captains.
Even yesterday, one of the keepers didn't know the goal in the Adaman. So we took the break and still like this. If you want to send the helmet back, I can't tell you about it. In ICC, I can report you, but here I can't tell you.
Well, current run rate, you just about graze 100. At 7 runs per over, you get to about 130, but that magic number is 150. And so far, what we've seen of Rajesh Bishnoi, Sheldon Jackson need to stitch together a good partnership now. Bishnoi's come in and he's already hit 2 4s, and they need a little more of that. It's been the lowest power play score so far in Legends League 4.0. The earlier power play score before this, which was holding the record, was 36 for 3. And so now 32 for 2 becoming the lowest so far this season.
Ravi Jangid picking up a wicket in the first over that he bowled was of Hashim Amla, high on confidence, and Rajat Bhatia also trusting him again. At the end of the power play now, 7th over, again Ravi Jangid coming in, just 3 bowlers used. We'll go back to your question, Arjun. When is the captain gonna bowl? You're waiting for him.
Again, he's sliding that one in. Some really good spells right now from both ends. It must be said, there's the captain. We've been waiting for you, sir. Please pick up that ball, come out to bowl. It's been a while since he's played. But if anything, from a cricketer's perspective, muscle memory sort of activates so quickly on the field. And my guess is that when you see Rajat Bhatia come out and bowl, I don't think it'll take him too long to get into the mix of things.
1-1.
Yeah, this fielder there, he's going to get a run as well. They've been kept quiet this over. Just the 2 runs off it. These are the 2 wickets that have fallen. The first one, it was that of Tomar. Dropping down the ground, and then of course the big one. It came inside. Hashim Amla had nowhere to go but to the dugout. Sheldon Jackson looked good. in the couple of innings that we've seen him play for India captains. He's a big name in domestic cricket. He's served domestic cricket for so long. And truly, that if you run through that grind of domestic cricket and you do it for years and years on, it is not easy. I know a cricketer's life looks like very glamorous for people like us from the outside. We feel it's all glamour and there's very little hard work there. But when you're playing domestic cricket, believe you me, you're playing in empty stadiums. That glamour that follows, more often than not, does not follow these domestic cricketers. 7 done, 35 for 2. Yeah, here's a comparison between pace and spin, and clearly there is one that's winning that battle. It is spin, 49 wickets to 28 for pace. Economy also drops to 6.1, average runs per wicket 14, and it comes as no surprise that you have spinners now coming from either ends. New bowler coming in is Ajit Chandila. He's been around the circuit. He's played the IPL as well for Rajasthan Royals. And if anything, Rajat Bhatia knows a thing or two about this wicket, having done broadcasting in it for the last 5 days. He understands that this wicket responds to spin. So if you've got a spinner out there, even if he's a part-time spinner, make sure you bowl him.
Yeah, Ajit Chandila versus Bishnoi now. This is going to be interesting. With the field spread. As of now, happy just defending it, taking those ones and twos. Sheldon Jackson also having a chat, realizing the conditions are a little different, so 170 may not be realistic, so shifting to plan B.
I don't mind it, to be honest. You know, we've come so accustomed to this format of the game, and if someone takes 3 singles on 3 deliveries, we tend to get a little impatient, even as people who are watching the game or people who are calling the game. But situational awareness is only then done by people who are out there in the middle, and if they realize the situation is this, and their batting order isn't too long, then it makes sense to go slow. You can always sort of pick up the gears later in the innings as well. Right now, the point is to not lose a single wicket. Sheldon Jackson, we saw that he has it in him to hit those big shots. We saw it in the first game of Legends League 4.0. Bishnoi himself has come in those 2 deliveries, even though he just stands and hit those bigs one. You spend time there on the wicket, get a little more familiar with the bounce. Understanding of what that wicket is doing will always hold you in good stead.
They're happy doing that. Sheldon and Bishnoi. 4 singles now in this over. Yeah, they're a little not so happy with that.
I think the camera person is telling them, wave your hand. It seemed like that. A little more enthusiasm, guys. Come on. You've got some big names in from domestic cricket that are coming in. We love that. We love that. I wonder how much time it took him to style that. My bet is at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes.
And the other is how many years also to develop that one. Yes, some hair wax, some gel as well to make sure that he keeps that intact. Oh, there we go. Perfectly done, sir. Good to see that.
Love it. Absolutely love it. We've had our fair share of characters. Cricket-loving characters. There you go. Now the fielder is out there. Is he going to be able to take it? He's taken it. That's a wonderful catch by the boundary line. Abhishek Raut doing extremely well to get rid of Ravi Bishnoi. That is wonderful cricket on display.
Yes, he's played a lot of cricket. Is Abhishek Raut. We've seen him in the IPL as well. And that was on display with the technique and how cool he was while he was going for the catch. Ajit Chandila picks up a wicket in the first over that he's bowled. Rajesh Bishnoi dismissed for 12. I see 40 for 3.
Yep, you see yourself on that big screen. And long may those smiles continue. It's such an integral part of this league. New batsman that's come in, Aniruddha Joshi. 27 innings, close to about 500 runs. This was the last one. Rajesh Bishnoi falling prey to Ajit Chandila. And really the highlight of that wicket was this catch. What a catch this was on the boundary line.
You've seen catches being dropped, but Abhishek Raut, with the experience that he's had of playing under lights, he's played for the Rajasthan Royals in the Indian League as well. And so have these two players, Ajit Chandila and of course Rajat Bhatia. Seen so many dropped catches, and there we go. Our wait has ended. Rajat Bhatia, 111 wickets, economy of 7.19 in action.
Oh, there it is. The chance was there. The chance was absolutely there. Spare a thought for Rajat Bhatia, who's playing cricket after close to 2 years. What an entry this would have been. This would have been the entry of a superstar.
Oh, what a start to Rajat Bhatia. It was hit hard. Oh, first ball. Chance for picking up a wicket. But well tried there, Rajat.
That is going to hurt. And I'm guessing he'll get to know about it tomorrow morning. But like any other sportsman, you've got to carry on irrespective of the kind of injuries and the tweaks and the issues that are there in your body. I think from all these players' perspective, the bigger lesson is that you're getting a chance to come back and relive some of your best days. Be a part of a dressing room, get back there out on the field, play for people who are watching you in the stands. More than winning and losing, I think that's the key over here. That passion for the game, it never goes. It just never goes. Maybe the speed goes a little bit, but the passion never goes.
He's not been practicing for sure. Yes, fitness is never a problem with Rajat Bhatia. We see all across the social media platforms as well. A fitness enthusiast, but still coming in. But a point that you mentioned, wherein he's just coming in and perfectly executing the first 3 balls that he's bowled, Arjun, have been stump to stump, spot on.
Yeah, for that you've got to give him credit. Stump to stump, there again. And he's bowling to his field as well. There's a fielder out there in the deep. He's making sure that he's not letting Sheldon Jackson hit a couple of big ones. And it's been a good start. He's only given away 3 runs, 4 deliveries bowled. Now the new man in. That's Aniruddha on strike. But what a start it would have been for Rajat. That too, the big wicket of Sheldon Jackson it would have been. And with that, I think now they've dropped 2 catches already.
Very watchful now, Sheldon Jackson. Realizing, all right, the partnership is extremely crucial, but we'll have a look at that again. First ball in this league for Rajat Bhatia. Chance for a catch, but it travelled at some space.
Oh yeah, it was hit fiercely. Probably got a few fingers in the process. It's going to hurt tomorrow morning, Rajat. We'll send some ice to your room. No doubt about it. Tries flipping his fingers as well. He's getting some rhythm, isn't he? Good over, successful over, 4 gone from it, 9 done, 44 for 3. And with that, it's time now. There he is. Sir, your signal please, strategic timeout. 44 for 3. Sheldon Jackson still on strike. 17 of 18. Tomar gone for 1. Hashim Amla, that big wicket, falling to Jahangir for just 12 runs. And then Rajesh Bishnoi falling for 12. This partnership just 4 runs right now. Just haven't been able to stitch together a partnership so far out the India captains. This was the first one. Tomar dancing down the wicket, losing his wicket pretty early. And then, of course, was the big one of Hashim Amla. And then came Rajesh Bishnoi, went for a big one, hit a few big ones before this as well, but a wonderful catch to get out to Ajit Chandila. A wicket apiece for Patania, 1 wicket for Jahangir and 1 wicket for Chandila. Rajat Bhatia, he's come on to bowl, he's bowled a tidy over as well, 2 dots, and that just gave away 4 runs, which means Chandila is coming in for his second over. Ajay Chandila spent a considerable number of years with Rajasthan Royals, also has that feat of picking up a hat-trick in the IPL. Just to tell you some of the names he got out: Saurav Ganguly, Rabun Uthappa and Jesse Ryder. Now that is quite a menu. That is quite a menu. "21 balls since the last boundary."
Catch it, catch it.
Now this was another opportunity.
Well tried, bye.
A little difficult, that one. Also a little slow to react. Ravi Jahangir. There it is. Seemed to be in 2 minds. Should I go for the big one? What should I do? And eventually that shot came in front. This time he's made up his mind. This time he's again found Abhishek Raut. Is it a bird? Is it a man? Is it Superman? No, none of the above. It's Abhishek Raut, who's been running riot on the boundary lines. Wonderful catching.
It's again that partnership of Ajit Chandila and Abhishek Raut. Perfectly placed fielders there by Rajat Bhatia as well. Abhishek Raut on the boundary, on the leg side. We've seen a lot of drop catches, but no, not for Mr. Abhishek Raut. With the thigh-fi, Ajit Chandila has picked up his second. And Sheldon Jackson dismissed, scoring 17. The captains are 45 for 4.
Wow, Abhishek Raut, you beauty, pulled off 2 stunners on the boundary line, and which is why the new batsman has come in for the India captains. Ritik Sharma is the new batsman that's come in. Abhishek Raut has played first-class cricket for Mumbai. Also played the Syed Mushtaq Ali. I'm pretty sure that when he was playing for Mumbai during his heydays, would have been one of the field's tidiest fielders. Because clearly that athleticism, the way he's judging the ball, everything seems to be on display tonight.
No run, Paji. Jaan do.
Yeah, Ajit Chandila there, chance maybe at the non-striking end, but we'll have a look at that again. Sheldon Jackson was making sure that he's getting those 1s and 2s, but finally just realizing, all right, this is the time to go big. Almost 20 balls since there was no boundary that was scored. But unfortunately, he found the best fielder perhaps so far in this tournament.
No run, Paji.
Ooh, that came in. Was darting in. And you have to say that you have to give credit to the bowlers, whether it be Rajat Bhatia, Chandila, or the bowlers before that. They've really put the squeeze on the captain's batsman. 25 balls now since a boundary's been scored. Make that 26 now. It's been another successful over for Ajit Chandila. 10 overs done, 47 for 4, India captains.
Yes, our co-commentator Rajat Bhatia will be back with the ball. But look at that, started very slowly and then accelerated with Amla and Jackson. But been kept very, very quiet. 4 wickets down as well, and just 47 runs on the board in the first 10 overs. It's been quite some display this, hasn't it? In the field and with the ball from the defending champions playing their first game of their title defence.
Yeah, and you know, tight bowling, and you can see the result of that. 27 balls, last 27 balls, just the 16 runs coming off it. You've got the 2 wickets as well. But Georgie, I'm guessing it's not just Ajit Chandila. It's the over that was bowled by Rajat before that. You put the squeeze on as well. That forced Sheldon Jackson to then go on and take that big shot. His bad luck that he found Superman, who's just been discovered this evening. Wow, 2 back-to-back wonderful catches. The athleticism is still alive. He's 39 years of age and definitely one of the fittest looking guys. If there was an award for the fittest looking player at the Legends League, just give it to him. There's no contest there.
Really well bowled. He's straight back into it, isn't he? Our mate Rajat Bhatia almost had a caught and bowled in his very first over, but just the 5 runs he's gone for so far.
Yeah, you know what I've really liked about Rajat's bowling is that it's pretty much been stump to stump. Even though the pace has dropped to slow or very slow, if I may say, but it's been stump to stump, so he's not giving them any gap whatsoever. The batsman has got to do something different. And that's key. If you keep on bowling stump to stump, there again, the results are there in front of you.
And you know what? Pace is just a bonus at times. You know, it's about the skill and how you work with it. If you think of someone, you know, everyone utilises their slower ball. Think about the Sam Curran moon ball that he bowls. So it's not just all about out and out pace. It's about being able to put your skills to good use as well. Again, stump to stump, and the early call of no run.
You know, I always wonder who gives these names to these deliveries. Like, who would have given that name of Moonball to that Sam Curran delivery? Here you see 30 dots, 30 ones, just the 3 4s, 1 6. This is not a test match. This is T20. Just reassuring all our viewers. But it's been one of those days, tight bowling. Disciplined bowling as well on display.
And it's incredible work in the field as well. The superstars, that will be the slight blemish. Still backed up nicely though. Really good work again in the field.
Yeah, that was Devesh Patania again. That's really good fielding. And I know these are early days. Probably the first time we're seeing the Southern superstars in the tournament. But from what we've seen so far, they probably look like the best fielding unit. And that could go a long way in deciding how long they go in this tournament.
Early call of 1. So another very tidy over. 3 from it. 11 gone, and it brings the 50 up. So 50 for 4. Yeah, really tight work, good work in the field and good work with the ball. The top 4 already back in the hutch and not a single extra has been bowled yet. And they're just dealing in ones at the moment. We saw that graphic just in the last over. 30 dot balls, 30 singles. They've only found the boundary 4 times.
Yeah, there it is for you. Last 30 balls, just the 18 runs, and you've also lost 2 wickets. I'm guessing now one of these 2 will have to take that charge. Take a bit of risk. Go after the bowlers. You've got to do it. You spent some time at the wicket now. One has faced 5 deliveries. Aniruddha has faced 9 deliveries. You need to get a move on now.
But they can't, as much as they might like to, and they know they need to. The bowling has just been stump to stump, too tidy, and there's nothing they've been able to do with it.
And you have to give credit to Rajat for the way he's rotated his bowlers. Chandila has been bowling really well, so he's giving him his third bowl over. He's not keeping him back. He understands the pressure is on. They're going to try making shots like this. It's gone straight to the fielder. So still no boundary for them. And only 3 from the over so far.
Yeah, it's captained nicely. 5 bowlers used so far, and they really relied on the spinners. They've been quick through their overs as well, so not giving batters an opportunity to sort of get themselves back in, have a moment to think. He's already at the top of his mark, ready to rumble again. Yeah, moved across very, very early.
All those days of doing the pitch report with you guys has worked wonderfully for Rajat Bhatia, because he's read it perfectly. This pitch doesn't need anything more than a spinner. Just keep on throwing the spinners wherever they are.
No run. Easy.
Even the ones that are tossed up slightly wider, given that bit of width, they're unable to capitalise.
Hanji, last.
Just the 3 runs from this Chandila over so far, coming to the end of his 3rd over of the day. 2 wickets already to his name. Picked up nicely, but not enough, and really well judged. He knew exactly where that rope was, and it brings down the 5th wicket for the captains.
Wow, Ajit Chandila is on a roll. Vakarullah Ishaq, perfectly placed, made no mistake whatsoever. It seems like he's done this time and again during his career. Took that catch so perfectly, so easily, and Chandila is having a good one. Rithik never really looks settled for his 8-ball stay, made 3. He's gone back to the dugout. 53 for 5, captains.
Five wickets down now after 12 overs. Really, really struggling here now, the captains, and the 5th of them just trying to take it on and inject something into this innings. For a moment, we thought it had got enough and gone all the way, but Ishaq, beautiful awareness of that boundary sponge. And they get so much bigger all the time, those. You have to be more and more aware. When it was just a little rope, it was much easier.
Here's Rajat now, he's trying something. Oh, there you go! There you go! The moment he's been waiting for. He's been manifesting it for the last 5 days. Rajat Bhatia comes in and picks up his first wicket. What a blow to the captains.
And just look at the smile on the captain's face. He almost had a caught and bowled in the very first over. But this time, Divesh Patania makes no mistake. It was pretty tricky in the end because it's falling right at his feet. Does well to get both hands under it. And then as he lands, he lets it go into one hand so the other elbow hits the floor and it doesn't bobble out. So 6 down now for the captains, and that is a happy captain if ever I saw one. So it's real trouble stations now. Joshi, he goes for 8, 53 for 6. Difficult reading that for the captains.
Whoa.
Off the mark straight away. That's coming out to the middle. Feel like proud parents up here in the commentary box. Our commentary partner picking up his first wicket of the tournament, and really well taken. Diving low from Patania.
What I really like is that he's bowled to his field. He's bowled exactly to his field. He's not tried something out of the ordinary. He's not tried putting in too much pace. There it is again. Oh, very nearly getting his second wicket in the over is Rajat Bhatia, who is just getting started now.
Just beats that outside edge and then just beats the off stump as well. You can hear the appreciation from his teammates as well. Well bowled. That's exactly what it is, but you could say that to anyone in this team at the moment.
Yeah, I guess the question on everyone's mind is, where were you, Southern Superstars? While we were grinding out here for the first 4 days, where were you, Southern Superstars? Anup Alawat is the new batsman that's come in. Just take a look at that team. It seems like a very young team, the Superstars. Something tells me that if they continue like this, they kept low. If they continue like this, Georgie, they pick up form, they pick up rhythm. Remember, this is only day one for them. They could be proper contenders for the title.
Yeah, title defence starts today for the Southern Superstars. It's one of those things, isn't it? When you come into a tournament, new team, and you've got to get to know each other as well, and you've got to start to gel as a team. Often it can be tricky coming into tournaments like this, but they've shown no sign of that whatsoever. Last 30 balls, just 16 runs and 4 wickets coming from it, and not a boundary was found once. It has been 43 balls since we last found a boundary. So continue at this rate, 87 is all they're going to make it to. Beautiful over. 13 gone, 56 for 6.
Thank you.
It's sorry reading that if you're an India captain's supporter. The highest score from Sheldon Jackson, 17 from 20, but the bowlers have just been all over them. 3 for Chandila, Bhatia joining the party, Jangid, Patania. And Chandila is going to bowl out here. 3 for 11 from his 3 overs.
I have to ask you, Georgie, that interview you did with their captain Imtiaz at the toss, it was extremely informative. Just loved it.
Bowled him! Chandila has his 4th, and Alawat cannot believe it. The captains, this is serious trouble stations now.
Ajit Chandila is on a roll, and that is not an understatement. Just take a look at that. Just a spin a little bit, played completely the wrong shot, was staying back for it, completely missed it, and he was plumb in front of the wickets. Got the pads first, then went on to get the wickets as well. He's having a lovely time out there in the middle. Not so much for Anup Alawat, gone for 2, 56 for 7 captains.
Chandila is on a roll. He's taken a wicket in every single one of the overs he's bowled so far, and no wonder there's such a big smile on his face. A little bit of turn, ricochet off the knee roll into the stumps. 4 for him now, just 11 runs, 46 balls since we've last seen a boundary. Imtiaz just at the other end watching it happen, and it brings Awana out to the middle. He's eyeing up a 5 for here. There's Chandila, 4 for 11 already. Tidy, nothing can do with it.
I bumped into Parvinder Arwana in the gym in the afternoon, and he was getting ready for the game, as was Rajat Bhatia. A lot of activation was going on in the gym. There you go, there you go. All the time you spent in the gym, has it been worth it? No, he's human. After all, he is human. Abhishek Raut had the chance again, but this time around, Parvinder Arwana getting all 4 runs.
Every kilogram he lifted in that gym session has helped with that. Connects nicely, down on one knee, and a boundary after 47 deliveries. And he was so nearly there, just needed a cape to be a flying Superman, through the hands in the end. So nearly a 5th for Chandila. Goes again, this time up in the air. Has he got enough of it? Yes, he has. It's a maximum. Back-to-back boundaries after the drought.
Parvinder Arwana, you should have come a lot earlier, my friend. How about that now? 2 back-to-back boundaries for a team that hadn't scored a boundary in the first 43 balls before that. Wow. Picked it up beautifully, connected beautifully. No chance whatsoever. He's been on there for just 3 deliveries, and he's already scored 10 runs. Strike rate of more than 300, and he's gone for it again. The good fielding at the boundary ropes.
14 gone, 67 for 7. The biggest over of the game so far. Awana came out to the middle and said, I don't know what everyone else is doing messing around. 6, 4, easy. He's 11 from 4. So we're going to have another change in bowler. Ravi Jangid into the attack again. 1 for 5 from his 2 so far. Continuing with spin, which is no surprise to any of us.
I've understood and I've thought of the perfect song for the kind of world that we live in right now. Content piece around Parvinder Arwana. This is how we do it. That's the song that he's sending to the entire dugout. What were you thinking before that, guys? 10 runs already, 11 now. What would you think now? If you're in the dugout there, Georgie, get to 100. Just get to 100.
I'm not even sure if you have to think that far ahead. It's at this point you start to work in smaller increments, so sort of 10 runs, 5 you can even go with, especially when you're lower down. If they lose another wicket, they'll start working in 5. So if you look right, get to 70, easy, done. 75, tick. And just keep ticking off those small targets. And then suddenly you will find yourself at that 100, because 100 is still quite far away.
No run, easy.
So it's almost just small targets and small increments and just achievable goals to tick off along the way.
No run.
Those are very difficult when you just can't get it through. Awana, the only one really showing any skill in finding the boundary at all. There have been 46 deliveries before that since the boundary had been found. And it's now still the last 30 balls, 23 for 3. And I can't say those look like the kind of faces that are very celebratory.
Oh, he's gone for it again. The fielder placed beautifully there. And I have to say, I've been really impressed by Rajat's captaincy. Just the way he's rotated his fielders, how he's gone about setting his field as well. Avana, of course, only had one thing on his mind, and probably Avana only has one gear of batting.
So one up. We'll keep strike for the beginning of the next. 15 gone, 70 for 7. The bowlers have ruled the game so far. Mainly that man, Chandila, a slight blemish at the end of his last over, but 4 wickets for him, a wicket in each of his 4 overs, and then a little tap from Avana at the end to ruin his figures. But he's been absolutely sensational.
In action from the first over that he's bowled. Economy of 5.5, a perfect partnership of tossing up the balls and the placement of Abhishek Raut. At the long on deep mid-wicket region, good fielding all around by the southern superstars, and then the 4th one in the last over that he's bowled. This is restricted. The captain so far at 70 for 7, but with Parvinder Avana making his intentions clear, looking to go for the big one. Looking at the fielders, not sure why. He's just looking to clear them.
Slapped, but it won't be 4. Again, fielder sprinting round. They have been so good and so tidy in the field tonight, the superstars. Contrast to that game yesterday, we saw 6 drop catches in the first innings, but today throwing themselves around. Just the 1 catch put down. It was slightly on the trickier side. Caught in 2 minds there, Imtiaz. Sakuja with that little stutter, isn't it, as he gets to the crease, can really put you out of your timing.
Few adjustments in the field by Rajat Bhatia. The short fine now being shifted to mid-wicket. There's still 3 fielders as expected outside the 30 on the leg side.
Catch it!
Goes aerial, hasn't got a hold of this, but it will land just short of Patania out on the rope. Has a little look at the toe end of his bat, but trying to inject something into this innings.
Looking for that momentum now are the India captains. Company of Parvinder Avana. Imtiaz also looking to go big.
No run.
Sent back, and wisely so.
You don't need a run out now. Certainly not for the only batter who's come out with some intent after Sheldon Jackson, and that's Parvinder Avana.
This time goes aerial, and it just gets enough, tipped over by the right hand of Patania, and a much needed maximum.
Is just, but that's enough for the Indian captains and for Avana. A little flatter, but that's not going to bother Parvinder Avana. The 2nd maximum for him.
Yeah, he's now the highest scorer in this team so far. Before that, it was Sheldon Jackson with 17 from 20. Strain down, but it'll be a dot to end the over. 8 runs coming from it. The leg bye taken, 16 gone, 79 for 7. So 79 for 7 on the board. and just trying some kind of recovery, and time to have a little discussion as it's going to be now time for a strategic timeout. Yeah, difficult reading for the India captain's fans until Awana came out to the middle. Top scorer been Sheldon with 17 from 20, but Awana 20 from 12 has really put some input at the end of this. But the bowlers, they've been sensational today. The pick of the bowlers, Chandila, 4 wickets for him, and then 1 apiece, Patania, Jangid and Bhatia, and giving the fans something to celebrate. If you're a big fan of the bowlers, there's been some real celebration. If you want to see batters, well, just at the back end of this innings, Awana is giving some kind of party to celebrate. And why not stay up late to watch the legends in action on a Monday night? The kids are putting us all to shame with their dance moves, aren't they?
So good to see that. There we go, a variety of moves there. It's typical freestyle Bollywood dancing. There we go. They're having a good time at the Indira Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Haldwani. There were kids there, but why not? Energy like kids for everyone. Some entertainment. The big ones offered by this guy, Parvinder Awana. In comes the fast bowler now. Patania is the only pacer bowler. 2 overs that is bowled. He's picked up wicket as well, giving away 10 runs.
Tidy, good pace as well to return, and the fans are just loving it. Soon as the camera comes on them, they know exactly what to do. Give us a wave if you're having a good time. IPL shirts in all directions, definitely some India shirts around. Oh, there you go, right on cue. And the family's in here watching. For some, it's players they've watched throughout their lives, and for others, they're getting to see them in action for the first time and live here in Haldwani. A little bit of a miscue, but they'll take it.
Expecting now the India captains to get across the 100-run mark. Fans, spectators, followers of the K. Raza Legends League Cricket, and the skipper a little worried. He must have been thinking, all right, 75, 80, maybe 100 will get them all out. But now it's a comeback by the India captains, something to think for. Rajat Bhatia, how does he go ahead now, breaking this partnership?
Yeah, we were talking about this before, saying, you know, would they try and target 100? And I was saying work in increments. Well, that was 68 at the time, so they managed to just get themselves up. They're now at their 80 mark. They can now look to 85, 90, and they've got sort of 3.5 overs still to play with. The partnership building, and Awana showing us that he can hit big when needed. And this is what they got to do. If you can't find the boundaries, you just got to tip and run.
This is the first ball of this over. Looks like Imtiaz and Awana have decided that, all right, we'll respect Patania. He has the pace, he's bowling the right corridors. There's no point in losing a wicket against him. We still have 3 overs after this of the spinners. That's when we'll look to go big.
Goes big. Not big enough. Straight down the throat of the fielder. And that's another one down, just as he's trying to put something in the back end of this innings. Puneet Mehra just snapples it easy as you like.
Giving in to the temptation, Parvinder Awana was safe batting so far in this over. There's a fielder at long off, so he had to get a perfect connection to clear him against the fast bowler. Puneet commits no error. Patania gets the wicket off Parvinder Awana, the top scorer, scoring 21, 81 for 8 now.
Shailesh Bondekar comes out to the middle, takes guard outside his crease. 3 and a bit overs still to play with. Oh, it's really well bowled. Welcome to the crease, umpire uninterested.
2 reviews. So yeah, you had to take the chance. And that's exactly what Rajat Bhatia has decided already as soon as the appeal was turned down. He told the umpire, yes, would like to refer that. He's asking the bowler, is it height? Is it going down? On-field decision is not out, so it has to be all reds now for them. That's fine with the no ball there. The first question will be the inside edge. Your height doesn't look to be a problem. Maybe going down, but first, Nick Sense will be involved.
It's just whether it's moving enough to just go down, because if it's just clipping the stump, an umpire's call, it was obviously giving not out on the field. There's the Nick Sense on the pad. Now it's just a case of whether it's sliding down leg.
Also the 3-meter question now, where he was standing, playing on the front foot as well. That could be umpire's call. The umpire's call, of course, is not out. You've seen that happen before in the LLC. Tense faces, Sheldon Jackson, Hashim Amla.
The final one we're waiting for, there it is. Just as we suspected, missing the wickets. So they can breathe a sigh of relief, and the umpire can know that he's done his job well as well. So the review is lost, 17 gone, 81 for 8. Three more overs still to come. 4.76 that run rate, only 81 on the board, but 3 overs to get yourselves to triple figures perhaps, and then sort of take the mental positives of reaching triple figures. But it's still an uphill battle. That's still 19 runs away. Imtiaz, he's 4 from 9, not managed to connect yet.
Making some changes in the field. Rajat Bhatia, again the same change. The fielder from a short fine being called in at mid-wicket.
Followed him. Moved across early. Just targeting at those pads. A little bit of an apology.
It's Imtiaz and Phondekar now reaching the 100-run mark. That's something that Imtiaz will be thinking of.
That's the first extra of the innings into the 18th over.
Speaks of the disciplined bowling. 50 dot balls by the India captains, 46 singles, 4 fours and 3 sixes.
Bowled him, 9 down. Plays all around it. Bondekar goes without scoring, and this is just quite some bowling effort from the defending champions. Just pitches it up and between bat and pad and takes out leg stump. And Jangid bags his second. Bondekar goes without scoring, 83 for 9. In danger of the lowest score, batting first in the tournament so far. Everyone else has made at least 150 and defended it successfully. We've seen everyone batting first win so far in the K Rasa Legends League, 4th season, and they've just got 1 wicket to play with. They've got to try and get themselves to triple figures, and that's looking a long way away.
Yeah, this was the last one, and it's been a familiar story. Wickets like these have been falling. It just seems like there's been no shot on offer. And sometimes when you come up with that shot, you just can't seem to understand the kind of shot you've played, completely missing the line of the ball.
No run.
So the last man in, Veer Pratap Singh, 7 innings, a best of 1, but unbeaten. So he's not been out yet. And again, just really tidy bowling from Jangid. They'll feel disappointed if they don't bowl them all out at this point, the superstars. If they let them get through their 20 overs, that will feel like a blemish in their books. And you see Hamilton Mazakadze will just be eyeing up this pitch, and you imagine he'll come in as the impact player up the top of the innings for the superstars.
Yeah, from a batting perspective, when you've got a low score like that, I'm guessing a lot of people would want to watch Hamilton Mazakadze. Goes darting down the ground. Is he going to get the 4 runs? Yes, he is. It's been 12 balls and waiting. It's finally come their way. 18 overs done. 87 for 9.
Bowlers have ruled the party so far, sharing the wickets around. The only one not to take one, Sakuja, 28 from his 4 overs, and just the 3 extras bowled. So 87 for 9, 18 overs gone. And finding the boundary at the back end of the over. Great use of the feet and all along the carpet as well into that gap.
Really, from a batsman's perspective now, there's no point just waiting, trying to save your wicket. Just go for it every ball. You've got to go for it. You've got to cross that 100 mark at least. Remember, whichever team has batted first in the Legends League before tonight has scored 150 plus. So if you're not even touching triple scores, then you're giving your bowlers nothing, literally nothing to defend in the second innings.
Big swing as Rajat Bhatia starts his 4th over. Been miserly and picked up a wicket and had a chance in his first over too. Captaining the side straight from the comms box to the middle. And looks in fine form with the ball in hand. Smart cricketer.
At the other end, it's captain bowling to captain. Again, he goes for it. Goes for the big one. Is just now moving his feet is Imtiaz. My guess is Rajat Bhatia understands that not too much pace on it. It's always going to be difficult from a batsman's perspective if you're not going to move your feet. Now, what have we got in store? First 2 balls, dot balls. Here's ball number 3.
Up in the air this time, fielder comes round, takes the catch. And that will be all she wrote. Puneet Mehra makes no mistake, and the captains are all out for 87, and Bhatia picking up his 2nd.
What a start it's been for the Southern Superstars. That final nail in the coffin, captain to captain. It was the Southern Superstars captain who stood victorious out there. Their catching on the boundary line tonight has been superb. It has been absolutely superb. Whatever's come their way down that boundary line, some of the big hits and the few big hits that we've seen by the captains, they've been thwarted by some wonderful catching on that boundary line. For the captains, really what a story it's been. Only 87 scored in 18.3 overs. For the Southern Superstars, Georgie, what a start to the Legends League.
This is exactly what you want to do at the beginning of your title for the defence. But remember, this is only half the game so far. They've got to come out and stamp their authority with the bat as well. And if you can chase it down quickly, think about that net run rate heading into the rest of the tournament. A really difficult reading as a batting card. Only Awana at the end really finding the boundaries at all. And it's only made 21 from 15. But the bowlers ruled the party today and were miserly as well. Just the 3 extras bowled in that innings. So 87 all out, the captains.
Yeah, that extras, 3 extras, that's a good spot, because more often than not we've seen close to like 15, 20 extras bowled, but it wasn't the case tonight. Disciplined bowling by the Southern Superstars. You had that one big over coming in the 14th over, but then they got a wicket at the end of it as well, and it's been a familiar story. Just haven't been able to stitch together any partnership whatsoever, have been losing wickets at regular interval. Ajit Chandila has been the pick of the bowlers. First game in, he's picked up 4 wickets.
Yeah, the bowlers were sensational today, really performed for their captain. 4 for Chandila, 2 for Jangid, 2 for Bhatia, and 2 also for Patania, who was really economical, went for just 12 runs from his 3 overs, 9 dots in there as well. And the good news is he's bowled really well, and it means we can go downstairs and hear from him now.
तो दिवेश पठाने हमारे साथ है। दिवेश, ये एक ऐसी विकेट जहां पे स्पिनर्स को मदद काफ़ी ज़्यादा मिल रही थी, कैसा रहा यहाँ खेल के?
सॉरी,
ये सतह की अगर बात करें तो कितनी हेल्प आपको मिल रही थी?
नहीं, हेल्प तो नहीं थी। विकेट के नेचर के हिसाब से थोड़ा बॉल नीचे रह रहा था, तो मैंने सिंपल रखा, थोड़ा बॉल दूर रखा, ज़्यादा ट्राई करने की सोचा नहीं, जस्ट लेंथ पे हिट करने की कोशिश करी, तो रिजल्ट मिला उसका।
सदर्न सुपरस्टार्स इस लीग में पहला मुकाबला खेल रहे हैं। रजत भाटिया एक्सपीरियंस्ड कप्तान आपके साथ है, क्या बातचीत हुई थी मुकाबले के पहले?
नहीं, उन्होंने यही चीज़ बोली थी कि आप सिंपल बॉल डालिए, लेंथ बॉल हिट करिए, आप ज़्यादा एक्स्ट्रा करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, तो वही डिलीवर करा मैंने।
जितने रन्स बने हैं, क्या आपको यकीन है कि चेस कर पाएंगे आपकी टीम?
होपफुली।
ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट।
थैंक यू।
Yeah, he bowled really well today, and now it is down to the Southern Superstars batters as they start their title defence. That target will be 88. We're going to go to a short break and we'll be back with the chase. Gone!
That's a wonderful catch by the boundary line. It's Abhishek Raut. Wonderful catching. There you go.
It's a maximum!
We're glad you could join us for Legends League Cricket 4.0, match number 6 in front of you. We're at the halfway stage. It's the India captains versus the Southern Superstars coming to you from the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Haldwani. Superstars winning the toss, opting to bowl first, which means the captains put into bat have put out a pretty sorry story. Made just 87, the lowest total so far in the league this season. 21 for Awana, 12 for Bishnoi, 17 for Sheldon. Hashim Amla just getting 12 runs. And it started with this Rajat Bhatia, captain of the Southern Superstars. Got that early wicket. And then they just kept on tumbling. This was the big one of Hashim Amla. Got deep in his crease. Bishnoi came in, hit a few big ones. Finally, fell prey to that wonderful catching at the boundary rope, and it wasn't the first one, it wasn't the second one as well. A couple of more wickets with some wonderful catching. Here's another one. There you go. Wonderful bowling. Rajat Bhatia coming in, bowling and getting a wicket in his first over, bowling to his field. And then they just kept on falling. Ajit Chandila, he was a tough nut to crack. He was a tough one to handle. Another catch on the boundary ropes. Wherever you go, Ajit Chandila has just had the night that any bowler would want. And this, of course, was the last one. Captain Iqbal falling prey to Captain Rajat Bhatia. Courtesy of that, how about that for a bowling card? Ajit Chandila getting 4 wickets, Jangid getting 2 wickets, Patania 2 wickets, and Bhatia getting 2 wickets. The extras only gave away 3 extras on a night when regularly in this league teams have given away 15 to 20 runs as extras. Tells you a bit about the disciplined bowling by Rajat Bhatia and company. Right, so the Southern Superstars playing their first game of the league this season need 88 runs to put points on the board. We're heading a small little break. The chase on the other side. Match number 6, India Captains versus the Southern Superstars. We're coming to you live from the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Haldwani. Legends League 4.0 in front of you. The India Captains batting first, put up a very poor total, possibly the lowest total so far in the Legends League, 88. And if you've got this one game for you, then a double header awaits you tomorrow. First of which is starting at 2:30 p.m. It is the Mumbai Spartans taking on the Royal Riders of Punjab. And then match number 8 sees Rajat Bhatia Southern Superstars taking on the Konak Suryas. That game gets underway at 7:30 p.m. The Indira Gandhi Stadium in Haldwani, and we're just moments away from this chase. needing 88 runs to register their first win of the tournament. Remember, this is their first game of the tournament. Standing in their way, the India captains. I wonder what that team talk would be all about when you've only put up 87 runs on the board. What do you tell your bowlers? What do you tell your fielders? From the batting team's perspective, you'd want to get the bulk of the runs over and done with in the first 6 overs. And if I can see, it's the captain. Oh yeah, the captain himself is walking out with Puneet Bisht. From a batting team's perspective, I've got Chaitanya Sant with me as well in the commentary box. You want to put up as much pressure as possibly, get those 40-45 runs in the first 6, and then you can cruise your way to the 88.
Definitely, Arjun. That'll be the intention. Rajat Bhatia, Bisht, in a talk off the India captains. Look to put as much pressure as possible, pick up those wickets. Saving those runs is not going to help them. They have to pick up wickets in the power play. On the other hand, Rajat Bhatia says, I'm the captain, I'm leading from the front. He opens in the first match for the Superstars. There you go, the impact player being used by the India captains. A change for them. Anup Ahlawat's job's done. He's been substituted, and in comes the impact player Akshay Wakhare. Crucial spinner, and that's how the conditions are so far, and he's someone who knows the conditions very well.
Oh, absolutely. He's spent his time in this area of the country as well. He's had successful seasons with Uttarakhand in Ranji Trophy cricket. He was telling me all about how they went about setting up their team, and then the conditions they had. Of course, the makeup of their team was how you can supplement and complement the conditions that you're giving in that stadium. And it was on display tonight as well. It was a spin-friendly wicket, low and slow, and you had a majority of spinners being bowled out by Rajat and his team. Puneet Bisht, Rajat Bhatia, Puneet Bisht, 55 innings, more than 1,000 runs, strike rate of 141, the best of 146 not out. Gonna get a little more information on that 146 not out. That is stupendous. Parvinder Ravana, 61 matches, 77 wickets. Put in quite a few of those hits at the end when he came in with the bat. But here's the equation in front of you. Southern Superstars need 88 to win their first game of the Legends League. Captain Rajat Bhatia on strike. Puneet Bisht at the other end. The ball is in the hand of Parvinder Ravana. Nothing but wickets will work for the captains. These first 4-5 overs will be a good watch. Who's doing what? You get a wicket here or there, and suddenly the pressure comes on the batsman who's walking in from the dugout.
Play!
Oh! We've made it a habit of getting wickets off the very first delivery in the Legends League. If Srisant did it a few days back, Parvinder Ravana has done it tonight. It's just what the doctor ordered. Nothing more, nothing less. Rajat Bhatia makes his way back to the dugout. What a start for the captains.
Terrific start. That's exactly what they wanted. Rajat Bhatia looking to put some pressure on Parvinder Ravana. What has happened is exactly the opposite. Parvinder Ravana was brilliant with the bat in hand, and now what a start. Rajat Bhatia dismissed without scoring. 0 for 1, Superstars.
Here's the new man in, and anytime now, yeah, there's confirmation of it. Impact sub being used by the Southern Superstars, and there's Zimbabwean import has come into bat. Abhishek Saluja is the one who's been taken off. And coming into bat is Zimbabwean player Hamilton Masakadza. Wow, what a start, Chaitanya, what a start. First ball wicket, pacer tearing in, bold, clean bowled. It's just something that stays with you for a long time. Srisan did it 2 days back. He got a wicket of the first and the third delivery. Avana has now got a wicket of his first delivery. Still 5 more to go. The pressure is on Hamilton Masakadza now. Here's Avana for his second.
Both these batters having their best of a big century, but there we go. First ball, Rajat Bhatia looking to go. Maybe go long on, a little finer. Oh, fine. There's a deep square leg also that was placed. But stump to stump, disciplined start by Parvinder Avana. Look at that celebration as well. Is it a low scoring thriller? We've seen so many, not in this league so far, but the start certainly promises that.
Yeah, it's been a good start. And they need to continue doing that. When you're defending 88 on the board, you just can't afford to rest on the laurels of what you've done a few deliveries back. You have to go back to that mark. You have to think of getting another wicket. And these next 2-3 overs, if you can just continue putting on the pressure, get a couple of more wickets in the next 2-3 overs, who's to know, we probably have a proper game in our hands then. A low scoring thriller. But these next 2-3 overs will be very crucial from captain's perspective. My guess is from Southern Superstars, now whatever you wanted to do in the power play, get those 40-50 runs, forget about it. Just don't lose a wicket now. Just do not lose a wicket now.
And the skipper for the India captains, Imtiaz Ahmed, must be thinking now who after Parvinder Avana. Who's going to be their best bowler to continue what Parvinder Avana has done in the first over? Is the only way for them to be in this match is to keep picking up wickets, which Parvinder Avana has done on the first ball. But who will follow up?
Yeah, so far it's been a maiden wicket. So far, 4 deliveries done, not a single run scored. Wicket of the first delivery. We're going to be watching that again and again. It's a special moment, getting a wicket of your first delivery. It was perfect. Everything about it was perfect. Here's Avana. Now that should make them feel a lot better. That should make the Southern Superstars feel a lot better. Hamilton Masakadza, he was given the width and he duly obliged.
Perfect way to get off the mark. And the first runs in Kerasa LLC Season 4 for the Southern Superstars. Rajat Bhatia got dismissed on the first ball, but there comes Hamilton Masakadza. A lot of experience playing international cricket for Zimbabwe, a lot of T20 experience as well. Gets off the mark in style with a 4.
Final delivery of the first over, 84 still needed from 115 balls. Very much in favour of the Southern Superstars. And it looks like he's getting another one. And he's not going to be too happy with it, Parvinder Avana. Back-to-back boundaries coming off the final 2 deliveries of the first over. 8 coming off the first over, 8 for 1, Southern Superstars. Yeah, this was the last boundary coming off the final ball of the over. Rithik is the fielder there, Rithik Sharma. Parvinder Avana, if looks could tell you exactly what he wanted to say, that expression tells you everything. Nonetheless, now it's at the other end now. It looks like Captain Imtiaz is going to be coming on to bowl the second over. First job at hand is to try and get a wicket in this one. Bisht at the other end, when we were showing you his numbers, 146 not out. We've done our research as well. That 146 not out came in the Syed Mushtaq Ali in 2021 versus Meghalaya when he was turning out for Mizoram. 146 not out in a 20 over game. It reminds you of Brendan McCullum when the IPL began. Because that's the beauty of this format. Once you get going, once you start cracking, the score just doubles up, and how.
Yeah, what a knock that must have been. Puneet Bisht, the wicket-keeper batter, 146 in a T20 match, irrespective of who the opposition is, but still scoring that big 100. Maybe not the big 100, but a sensible knock required. Oh, good footwork there, Hashim Amla. What a catch he took in the first match of LLC Season 4 and now follows up with some footwork, saving some runs for his team.
Yeah, there's the smile coming in as well after making that save. If you can't bend down, no problem whatsoever. Use your feet to do the job. And he's done it perfectly. He's done it perfectly. He saved those runs. 2 to be precise. Well done, Hashim. Oh, that's much better. That's a wonderful delivery. It's gone back to the keeper. Sheldon Jackson is appealing. Now the conversation is on. Because you saw the reaction there. Puneet Bisht was quickly moving away from the stumps. And my guess is they aren't going to go up to the third umpire for the DRS. We'll have to watch the replay again, exactly what happened. But that was a beautiful delivery.
There we go, off the pads, or was it off the bat as well? Sheldon Jackson was pretty confident, but then he informed his captain, no, let's not go for the review there. And the captain himself is the bowler, so Imtiaz also wasn't 100% convinced, it looks like.
Ah, come on. He's not going to be happy with that. Second successive over where you've had misfields in the field, and now you've conceded 8 runs owing to poor fielding. This time, Sheldon Jackson.
Yeah, 5 runs gifted. Imtiaz commits the error first, bowling it wide, and then Sheldon Jackson. Yeah, the quality of keeper that he's been, a regular take for him. Imtiaz a little annoyed with that. Sheldon makes sure he doesn't look back at the bowler. Knows he's committed the error.
Yeah, third man was up. Let's just take a look at that appeal again. Because when you see that replay, this was the one, what happened 2 balls back. Yeah, it was off the pads. It was off the pads. And you'd probably have to say well done on not going and taking that DRS, because you probably would have lost that DRS. But it was a good ball. It just darted in after pitching. And those are the kind of deliveries that really get the better of batsmen, especially at the early stage of the innings. End of the over, after 2, 15 for 1, Superstars. Yeah, doubleheader coming your way tomorrow in Legends League 4.0. Match number 7 starting at 2:30 p.m. It's the Mumbai Spartans taking on Konak Suryas. And then match number 8 at 7:30 p.m. Royal Riders Punjab taking on Southern Superstars, who will be playing their second game within the space of 24 hours. God bless the team and the number of ice baths and the number of ice and whatever recovery they need to do. Just get doing it. Because I'm guessing the schedule in front is... they'll be playing 3 or 4 games back to back. Here's Parvinder Ravana now, coming into bowler's second over. Yeah, that's well played. That's very well played. He's looked comfortable on the crease as Hamilton Masakadza. This was that over. That delivery. Now, should he have gone for the DRS?
Oh, there we go. The ball tracking, pitching impact was fine. All stumps visible. And wickets was hitting. There we go. Imtiaz, who does he blame? You are the captain. You were the bowler. Sheldon Jackson wasn't confident. Oh, they'll think, oh, what a miss there. He would have had the second wicket.
You know, Chaitanya, I think they were in two minds, because at that time Imtiaz thought, what are you appealing for? Are you appealing for a caught behind? And in that moment, I guess he forgot that possibly there is an LBW in play. This was their reaction once they saw that DRS replay on the big screen. That expression tells you everything. Oh, he's not a happy man. He knew he had his first wicket. All he had to do was take that DRS. But alas. So I guess Bisht has been given another life. And that partnership now between Masakadza and Bisht, 15 of 14. Wickets. That's what they need. Nothing less than wickets is going to work for them. 73 needed now of 106 balls.
With just 87 runs that you're defending, you need to take all the chances possible in the field with those appeals, committing no errors. Sheldon Jackson, of course, the captain Imtiaz Ahmed must be thinking of that. What went wrong? But as you mentioned, Arjun, maybe they were confused of the bat, of the pad, and in that might have just let go of the thought. And yes, they could have asked the question to the TV umpire.
They're going to go for the run. Are they going to get it? Yes, they're going to get it. The captain is not happy. He is just not happy with that misfield, because the chance was there. A run-out chance was definitely there.
It's the captain again. Imtiaz. He was unhappy when Sheldon Jackson committed the error, and this time around off the back foot, a clean collection and a direct hit. Good, that is. Been trouble for Hamilton Masakadza. Wasn't interested in their taking those sprints. He's had 2 fours. A lot of dot balls also that the superstars have played so far.
Yeah, and just as you said, that wonderful catch. It's Hashim Amla again. He just keeps popping up at the right place at the right time. And what a catch it is for Hashim Amla. On the boundary line, gets rid of Puneet Bisht. Parvinder Ravana gets his second wicket.
Consistently brilliant fielding by Hashim Amla. There we go, the ball was dipping on him. He was placed there. The shot was definitely not on. Bisht not realizing that. Parvinder Ravana picks up his second. Puneet Bisht scored 2. Superstars are 16 for 2.
The new batsman that's come in is Munavira, Dilshan Munavira, and he's come in because Hashim Amla has again pulled out a rabbit out of the hat. Just see how flatly he was hit. He was hit with power by Puneet Bisht as well. How quickly it went to Hashim Amla. It was always dipping down, so makes that catch all the more difficult. We've seen them dropped in the past as well, but he was alert. He was alert, and that's why Parvinder Ravana has got his second wicket of the evening. Oh, are those the after effects of the catch? Possibly. Dilshan Munavira, 136 runs, 36 innings, mind you, 2,865 runs, strike rate of 125 for the Sri Lankan. So now the Zimbabwean and Sri Lankan pair have to course correct for the Southern Superstars. They'll get the run. But it's been another successful and tidy over for Parvinder Ravana. After 3 overs, 17 for 2, Southern Superstars. Southern Superstars needing 71 runs of 102 balls. Batting first, of course, the India Tigers. India captains, mind you, made 87, Avana 21, Sheldon 17, Chandila getting 4 wickets, Bhatia getting 2 wickets, Patania 2 wickets, and Jangir getting 2 wickets. But Parvinder Ravana has just made the most wonderful of starts for the India captains. 2 wickets in his 2 overs. Rajat Bhatia and Puneet Bisht sent to the dugout, which means Masakadza and Munavira are in the middle. Could have had that 3rd wicket as well. They're very much in the game right now, you'd have to say that. 100%. This power play, it's been the perfect power play for the India captains. Again, that ball coming in, played it very late at Samavira. One just wonders, Chaitanya, if you get probably 2 more wickets in those 6 overs, we've got a low-scoring thriller on our hands.
Definitely targeting this man on your screen, Hamilton Masakadza. Because once he gets going, very difficult to stop him, and very different. A different strategy from Imtiaz, that they still haven't gone for a spinner in the first 4 overs. We saw Rajat Bhatia using the spinner so much in the power play. With that early call, he'll get that run pretty easily, but it's been super tough by Parvinder Ravana in the first 2 overs that he's bowled.
Yeah, he's played once for India, Parvinder Ravana, in the T20 format, and that experience has come into play. What a beautiful first delivery to get rid of Rajat Bhatia on the first ball of the innings, and then the 2nd wicket of Puneet Bisht, with, of course, Hashim Amla in the field. Just some wonderful catching on display, whether it be for the Superstars or Hashim Amla on the boundary ropes. And that's what you love to watch on your television screens if you've come to the stadium as well. Athleticism, pure athleticism, reactions, all on display tonight.
He's right there on the boundary line. He's just not coming in the 30-yard. That's exactly what the captain wants. Your best fielder, senior pro, he's played for so many years, international cricket, franchise cricket, so much of experience. He's maintained his fitness. In the first few overs, also use of his footwork, realizing he was not able to stop that, but still saving 2 runs. So brilliant catch taken.
They're asking for the run. Looks like it's going to be some very good running. Very good running. Ritik Sharma there had the chance to effect a run out. Both Samara Veera and Masakadza. Those are the effects of taking that quick run. I guess you'll get used to it. Feeling a little winded now is Samara Veera. But you need to continue doing that, because too many dot balls and you're really just taking on too much pressure as a batting unit. And Masakadza has looked so good with the bat. He's looked very strong, he's looked very stable. But how about Hashim Amla? He started off Legends League 4.0 with a wonderful catch in match number 1 versus Mumbai Spartans. This was Bharat Chipley on the boundary ropes again. Wow. And then this one of Puneet Bisht. Darting in, going flat, keeping low, dipping down. But for the safe hands of Hashim Amla. Form is temporary, they say. Class is permanent. Another tidy over. 4 done, 23 for 2. But at this stage, after 4 overs, the captains were 22 for 1. The superstars 23 for 2. Captains, though, then of course only went on to add and get to about 87. So the Southern superstars really need to course correct. The crowd that's come in, you've come in wearing matching sweaters or track tops. We've caught you on camera. Aha, there you go. There you go. There you go. It's been a constant. Whenever we've come, this is day 5 of the Legends League for us, and we see dance moves like these. You've seen Sir there in your India jerseys. There he is. He's saying whatever you can do, I can do better. Just give me a platform, give me an opportunity, and we will show you exactly what we're made up of. Who says men can't dance? Sir proved otherwise. And these boys, of course, don't let them near any dance floor. Keep them away from a dance floor. Let's get back to the game now. New bowler coming in, and we were talking about how a spinner's not been used. Already 4 overs done. It seems like Captain Imtiaz has heard you, Chaitanya. Ritik Sharma is coming in. New bowler, a bit of spin now on offer in these last 2 overs of the power play.
So speaking of the dance moves, in comes Ritik to bowl now for spinner now. 65 required from 96 for the superstars. The captains are thinking, all right, a couple of more wickets in the power play. Hamilton Masakadza just tossing it up, inviting him. Go for the big one. If you hit, well done. If not, it's our wicket.
Yeah, I think that's very well called, Chaitanya, in fact. You're giving them the bait. You're giving them the bait, saying here he is. Toss it up a bit, keep it a little slow in the air as well. Go for the big one. The risk-reward factor, you've got to take that risk from Southern's perspective. Yes, you're only, of course, chasing 63 of 95 balls, but you need to get a few boundaries as well. If not a few boundaries, get a few singles and doubles going. Too many dot balls and that pressure really starts mounting on you. And pressure's released like that. Just wonderful hitting by Hamilton Masakadza, getting his 3rd 4 of the innings. A boundary that's come after a while now for the Southern superstars.
Yeah, that was crunched. There we go. Maybe not exactly in the desired position. The use of that bottom hand. No chance for the fielder at long off. The captain's thinking of wickets. Masakadza is thinking of making the most of these remaining 2 overs of the power play.
Yeah, he's looked good. Huh? This first game of the Legends League, and we've seen it with a lot of the other teams as well, that they take a little while to get going. Understandably as well, because you're not playing active cricket. But when you start hitting like that, and when it's tossed up like that, and when you take the bait like that, I think that's gone out of the ground. It's the first one that's gone out of the ground. The pure might and pure timing of Hamilton Masakadza.
Just in the river, looks like. There we go, the big one. Oh, that was long. Hamilton Masakadza. That's something he can do consistently. The invite was there, accepted with a smile on the face by Hamilton Masakadza, the first one in this chase.
Oh, he's gone big again. The fielder is up there. He's gone big again. That's back-to-back sixes. Hamilton Masakadza is really enjoying himself. 18 already from this over. And this is turning out to be a really big one for the superstars.
Make or break over. Hamilton Masakadza has made the most of it. 18 runs already. The required rate now falls down to 3.1. All the pressure that was made by the medium pacers is just all of a sudden lifted now. Looks very easy now for the superstars.
Oh, he's gone for it again. That's 3 sixes in a row. Hamilton Masakadza, you beauty. 18 runs coming off the last 3 balls. 5 overs done. 47 for 2.
well, building those skyscrapers, it's like someone forgot the concrete at first, and then we came into the 5th over, and suddenly it was all poured on, and Hamilton Masakadze went crazy. This is the reason he is the highest run scorer in the history of the K-Raza Legends League, because he can strike a ball like this. He was part of the defending champions, their squad, last season, and today he is showing just why he is such a valuable player to this side.
An all-format player. Hamilton Masakadze for Zimbabwe also has a century there. The youngest to score a century on Test debut is Hamilton Masakadze. And the first match in this league, in this season, for the Southern Superstars. Definitely on the front foot now after that previous over.
Oh, calm down, a dot. After 3 sixes in that over, the Veer Pratap Singh, 22 matches, 19 wickets and a best of 2 for 19. It's a big ask this for the bowlers, because it's now just 41 needed from 89. The only way they're going to win this is bowl them out. And it was really the work done by the bowlers of the Southern Superstars, in particular Chandila. He picked up 4 today, and there was just nothing they could really do. Only Awira at the end getting a few runs off him, but he was sensational.
4 for 22 in the 4 overs that is bowled, economy of 5.5, picking up the important wicket of Bishnoi and then of Sheldon Jackson. Good work in the field consistently by the Southern Superstars, the team that we're watching for the first time in LLC Season 4.
Picked up, and he joins the boundary hitting party. Munawira doesn't quite send it the whole way. If he gets 4 more, and it's the 50 up for the Superstars.
Momentum completely now favouring the Southern Superstars. Crossing the 50-run mark would have been the intention when they came out to chase in the power play. Didn't look like in the first 4 overs, but then with Hrithik coming in and the attack being taken on by Masakadze, just 37 required now from 87. In the driver's seat for sure, Southern Superstars.
Yeah, making batting look very easy. Batting was not easy in that first innings against the bowling of the likes of Chandila. That's a good response, that, from Veer Pratap. Awana, he had fun with the bat at the back end of that innings. Top scorer. Took on Chandila like no one else could manage, so it really is an uphill battle for the bowling team now. 37 needed off 86. There he is. He gets to sit and have a blanket over his shoulders.
Looking for the quick one, they'll easily get it. Time for thinking now for Imtiaz. Is he getting Parvinder Awana back? He's the one who's picked up 2 wickets, because this match is definitely not going all the way to the 20th over. India captains need wickets. The only one who looked like picking up wickets and has picked up wickets for the captains has been this guy. 2 overs, just picked up 2 wickets.
Rocking the nightshades as well. Just the 5 from the over. And a red dot from the bat of Masakadze. 6 gone, end of the power play, 52 for 2. So, end of the power play, 52 for 2. That target is just 88, so 36 runs away. The fans, they don't care what it is, they love it either way. I'm not sure who they're supporting. This man He's been there the whole time. He's having the best time. We should get him on a podium, get him some pom-poms. We could do with a cheerleader or two. And they're really enjoying their night here at the K-Raza Legends League here in Haldwani.
So it's Parvinder Ravana back. The only option Imtiaz had, he had to pick up wickets. But now Munawira and Masakadze, are they looking to finish it early or just thinking of sensible batting against Parvinder Ravana? The 4, 5, 6, 7 runs and over should suffice against his good bowling, with the field being spread out now.
Just be the single, they won't mind that too much because it brings Masakadze back on strike. And the power play has belonged in the end to the superstars. It started with early wickets. Awana saying, right, we've got a low target here. We know we've got to get wickets early, but Hamilton Masakadze coming in as that impact player as we knew he would. And some excellent work in the field made it look like actually maybe it might not be as easy as first thought. And then Hamilton Masakadze said, nope, you're completely wrong. Have 3 sixes in and over.
Spoke of the pitch. Will be helping the spinners, not so much in the chase now. Hamilton Masakadze says, get on the spinners, I'll go for the big ones, and that's what he's achieved with 24 against Hrithik.
Oh, that is beautiful. A sort of slap sweep. Unconventional, but he moved early and knew exactly what he was trying to do and has executed it to perfection.
Totally unexpected. Nobody saw that coming, and does the field that shot fine. Against Parvinder Ravana, who's been the wicket taker, Hamilton Masakadze says, okay, I've decided where I'm going. The ball exactly was there, and now the fielder from short fine being pushed back, because this shot is also something that Masakadze can play. This has forced the fielders to be spread back. Comparison, there's no comparison. 33 for 2 India captains. Superstars are 57 for 2.
This time sits up, teases the fielder, 4 more. And he's taking the chunks out of this chase.
They're doing it nice and easy, Hamilton Masakadze. No worries at all. First against the spinner and now against Parvinder Ravana. He's pulling those cutters. Far too many now in this over. The first one and the third one again. Back-to-back boundaries.
And he's into the 40s now, 43 from just 21. The boundary backed up by a single. Smart cricket.
The partnership for the third wicket is 46 of just 23. Contribution from Munawira is 11 of 10, but that's sensible. He's just taking those runs, rotating the strike, tagging along Masakadze. He's doing the bulk of the scoring. Around the 44 of 22, scoring at 200, and now just 26 required from 80.
Well, it takes 2 to tango, so no matter what you get, as long as you're in the partnership, even if it's a 50 partnership and you've scored one of them, still a partnership. Very nearly chops on Hamilton Masakadze. It's slow on the turn and the direct hit. Umpire's got the best view, but he's going to send it upstairs.
Everyone's thinking from the Southern Superstars dugout, why Hamilton Masakadze? Why are you looking for those singles? A couple of dot balls, a maiden over as well wouldn't bother them. Why gift a wicket? It's over to the TV umpire for the direct hit. There we go. All right, no worries at all. It's nice in TV umpire K. Srinivasan. Easy decision to give.
Tell you what, it wasn't the quickest turn. It wasn't quite turning on a penny. It was a bit more of a ferry turning at the terminal. But there is the decision. Easy enough to make. Not out. He survives. Good work, though, Sheldon Jackson. For the partnership, 46 from 24 now. And you sort of feel that that's the only way they're going to pick up these wickets at the moment. But moments of luck, little gold dust. So one to come in the over. Through the hands. They're going to run the first one hard, coming back for a second. So 7 gone, 64 for 2. This partnership crucial, well, not nearly needed to be crucial, you could say. This partnership one really taking the chunk out of this chase. 48 from 25. Hamilton Mazakadze doing what he does so well, especially in the K-Raza Legends League. 44 from 22, striking at exactly 200 and dealing in boundaries too. 5 fours and 3 big old 6s along the way. And at the other end, Munawira, I mean, he's not holding back too much. 13 from 12 and doing his job in the partnership. And we're going to have a change in bowlers as well as Akshay Wakari comes to the middle. That really unique looking action.
Picked up a few wickets in the first match that they played. As Akshay Wakare is coming as the impact player. He's not being used against Hamilton Mazakadze, the right hand off spin matchup. Ritik came in, went for a few runs. Lot of runs, that is. The over that Ritik bowled went for 24. The impact player coming in, now bowling the 8th over.
Yeah, 50 partnership up for these two from just 27 deliveries. Mazakadze doing the heavy lifting of it, 36 of it. But Munawira playing his role perfectly. Goes for it and has got a hold of it again. That is massive from Hamilton Mazakadze to bring up his 50.
Half a ton for Hamilton there. What a knock. The first time we are seeing the Southern Superstars, and yeah, they've already stamped their authority in the K-Raza LLC Season 4. Thanks to some brilliant bowling, sharp fielding and attacking batting. Thanks to Hamilton Mazakadze. 24 balls, 51 runs.
Teases him and hit hard enough that he backs up the maximum with a boundary. Taking chunks out of this chase, now need just 12.
In some hurry there, Hamilton Mazakadze. 6-4 for him, 60 run this partnership now. They were 16 for 2. Couple of wickets there, could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, well bowled. Already 12 runs from the over and just 12 more runs needed for victory in their first game of their title defence. Gets under it and he's run past it. 4 more, 16 from the over, 8 gone, 80 for 2. Crowd's absolutely loving it and they're watching a batting masterclass from Hamilton Mazakadze, just sending it to all parts. Some huge 6s along the way, 4 of them and 7 boundaries to add to it. The music's playing, the runs are flowing and the party is on here in Haldwani, but now just 8 runs needed from 72 balls and mainly because of the striking of that man, Hamilton Mazakadze.
What an addition it's been to the Legends League. So refreshing to watch. Clean hitting. 59 not out of 27, 7 fours, 4 sixes. Just take a look at his frame whenever he takes that shot. He looks perfectly placed. Stable. Extremely stable. Shot selection seems to be on point. And it all started with that 1 over. That 1 over where Hrithik Sharma came into bowl. They scored close to about 20 runs off it. Ever since then, he's not looked back.
That'll be 4 more. Munawira, that's a beautiful looking stroke. Behind point, and now just 1 strike away.
Yeah, it just seems like I left about 10 years back. They've quickly covered up. How quickly have they covered up? How good was that? Both of them, 68-run partnership of just 32 deliveries, using the pace of the ball, intelligently piercing through the field in front of him. It's just been some wonderful batting. Masakadza 59 not out, Munawira 18 of 14. What a treat to watch.
It would just be a single where Masakadza comes back on strike. It would be fitting if it is he to finish this off. 3 needed. He's 59 from 27.
What a start it's been for the Southern Superstars. Electric on the field, disciplined in their bowling, and now this batting pair.
Not over just yet. The crowd getting excited.
"64 runs coming off the last 30 deliveries. That tells you the story. They've just not spared anyone. Imtiaz, the only one, 13 of his 2 overs, 16 of that 1 over of Vakre, 24 of that 1 over of Hrithik Sharma. And it was always going to be an uphill task.
1 more taken out of it. 2 now needed.
Yeah, I wonder what Hashim Amla is thinking. Will they show that replay again of my catch? It warrants replays upon replays. This game has had its moments. We've seen some good fielding on the boundary ropes. We've seen some wonderful bowling as well by the Southern Superstars. And now, this powerful display of batting.
I think it was all ignited by their work in the field. It sort of was complete contrast to some of the work we've seen, especially yesterday, the 6 catches put down in that first innings, and then they've come in and they've ignited the tournament today, showing actually this is exactly how you should be playing, the way they went about their business, and the field placement was smart, the fielding was tight, the bowling was phenomenal, and then they've just continued that into their batting, and they sort of stunned the other teams, and I think this could be a bit of a wake-up call. So 9 overs gone, 86 for 2, and they're still 2 runs away. And with that, we're going to have a strategic timeout. Well, 87 they were all bowled out for, and it was a display for the bowlers and the fielders that was sensational to keep them to that. But Hamilton Mazzacadze has made this chase look very easy, made it look like a completely different pitch the way he's gone about his business. 60 from 29 and striking from ball one, finding the boundaries at regular intervals, 7 4s and 4 6s along the way, and seeing his side almost to victory so far, just the 2 more runs needed. Some really clean striking from a man who is the highest run scorer in the history of the K-Rasa LLC, and just showing us exactly why he holds that title. He was a key cog in the wheel of their victorious campaign last year and has just continued in the same kind of business this season. So 2 runs now needed.
I guess the question on everyone's mind, are those 2 runs being scored in this over? We hope so. We definitely hope so. Come on, Mazzacadze. Stand and deliver. New bowler coming in. Gaurav Tomar, 11 matches, 2 wickets. Economy of 6.71. He's been given 2 runs. Just 2 runs to defend. Come on, Gaurav, this is your moment.
Lovely ball, yeah. I like that. Gaurav,
Scores a level.
बहुत बढ़िया.
And there it is. Victory for the Southern Superstars in their first outing of their title defence in the K-Rasa Legends League 4.0. A very convincing, huge margin of victory for the defending champions, winning by 8 wickets. And that is quite some win, doing it inside 10 overs as well. So that'll do huge things for their net run rate down the order as well. But for now, it is victory, points on the board from their very first game. And that man there, Hamilton Mazzacadze, finishing unbeaten, 61 from 30, a whopping strike rate of 203. And there is a very happy captain.
We see you, Rajat. We definitely see you. What a start it's been. And it's not just been the Hamilton Mazzacadze story. That's the beauty of the start that the Southern Superstars have made. We're bowling first, disciplined bowling. Ajit Chandelia getting 4 wickets, Rajat Bhatia getting 2 wickets as well. And then, of course, came that partnership of 72 runs of just 39 deliveries. Mazzacadze doing the bulk of the lifting there, 61 of 30. Munawira looked good for his 20 of 18 as well. And the Southern Superstars really mean business. Going by current evidence on game 1, they mean proper business for the title of Legends League. Hashim Amla just quite hasn't gotten going with the bat this season, but he's been wonderful to watch in the boundary.
This was the winning moment. A muted celebration after some of the blistering hitting we'd seen to get them to that point. But it's all they needed. The scores were already level at that point, so 1 more, and it took them over the line to victory. And that is a big smile on the face of Hamilton Mazzacadze. Shakes hands with Sheldon Jackson as well. And it's a very happy captain. We can have words with him again when he makes his way back up to the commentary box at some point, but class recognises class, and Hashim Amla with the handshake there to Hamilton Mazzacadze, and some thinking to do for that captain there. They won the toss and decided to have a bat first, and this is the first time in the tournament that the chasing side have won the game. So perhaps things are changing in the K-Rasa Legends League 4.0. Though 2 early wickets fell, all thanks to Awana, but then Mazzacadze and Munawira came together and there was nothing the bowlers could do. Mazzacadze finishing unbeaten, 61 from 30, Munawira playing his part at the other end, 20 from 18.
Yeah, it's been a good day for the bowlers as well. Not so much for the India captain's bowlers, just Parvinder Ravana getting 2 wickets in his first 2 overs, and after that, nothing for the other bowlers that followed.
They're all bowled out for 87 in just 18.5 overs. 4 wickets for Chandeela, and then the Superstars chasing it down thanks to the bat of Hamilton Mazzacadze inside 10 overs. So they win it by 8 wickets with plenty of time to spare. So an 8-wicket win for the Southern Superstars. We're going to head to a short break and then we'll be back with the post-match presentation.